Hello, just testing my mic. There we go. Hello, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I'm sorry I'm a tiny little bit late, only a tiny bit late. I was actually just about to take a trade, but yeah, I've held against it. I was actually just going to take longs just now, but we still have equal lows there, so I'm going to wait for those to get swept. Relative equal lows going on. So I'm going to wait for those get swept out, and then I'm going to search for some longs. So yeah, I was actually waiting for these equal lows to get swept out and then look for a long position, and it presented, but I realized we'd left these relative equal lows here. So I am now no longer doing that. And I think I would have got stopped out actually. So it's worked in my favor very well. I would have taken longs from 0.5 here. Stop loss would have been... Okay, no, we would still be in the trade, but yeah, not something I want to take when we've got relative equal lows just resting there. So I want to wait for those to get swept out, ideally, and then we can search for some sort of long position. That is what I'm looking for today. We do have SMT lying here. But yeah, again, just concerned about the equal lows. I'm very bullish going into the day, which is why I'm looking for longs. I'm expecting a New York reversal profile to play out. We had a near enough consolidation in Asia session. Obviously, we opened up and then closed like, okay, 50 handles apart, but I'd still class this as a consolidation move. And then we've got this direct bearish move during London session. So we've swept out previous daily low, not yesterday's. This is from Tuesday. We've swept that out. We've left SMT with ES. So if that can hold, as far as I'm concerned, I'm bullish. I like the fact that we've got some SMT going on. But yeah, just not keen on these equal lows resting here. Them being left in there kind of tells me that we may just mess around until news, because we have 8:30 unemployment claims today. So that's something I'm going to have to be super careful of, because taking an entry very close to red folder news is always a risk. So yeah, like it's a risk that I'm open to, but not the extent of like taking something which I don't really believe in, that's not A+. I was going to take this here, but I don't like that we've left these. Obviously, we've swept these out, which is what I was waiting for, but then we've left these lows intact. So yeah, going to wait for those. It may just be that that happens at news, and then we try and take something after news. We'll just have to see. I'm going to pin the Discord community in the chat, so feel free to join that. If you fancy it, it's just like a beginner's Discord community. It's completely free. Really nice environment to share trading ideas, ask people questions. We've got some like amazing traders in there right now who might be able to help you out. You might be able to learn something. Like I learn a lot off the people in there. So yeah. Hey Claudia, been watching your trades. That's amazing, bruh. Hey, thank you so much for watching my trades. I appreciate you. We've had a really, really strong week this week so far. Let's hope we can keep that up on stream today. To me right now, the bias is pretty obviously bullish. So hopefully we can see that play out. We have 8:30 unemployment claims today. So going to be watching out for that. We've got relative equal highs just up here to target. I just want to see these equal lows get taken out first of all. Potentially some SMT put in at this low, something like that, I think. I just don't think we put in the low of the session that early on, so I think we could come down here and sweep that out potentially, but we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. So yeah, we've not really respected -4 there, so I'm just going to get rid of that and see whether anything from London is going to give us a nice range to use. Maybe this leg. That is quite a huge leg, but okay, that's interesting. Interesting. Let's see if we have like a leg after London type vibe. Okay, we don't really. We have this manipulation, which I could see playing out. I think that's probably the nicest leg that I can see right now on the 5 minute. And then we have this 1 minute from the high of London, which play out potentially. But yeah, waiting to see these equal lows get swept out, maybe come down to negative 2.5. I'm going to just mark this manipulation out on ES as well. So we've got that. Got that there. Perfect. Good morning. I know, I checked my subscribers after I came on stream yesterday and we're already at 4.3k. It's absolutely crazy. We literally hit 4k last week, I think. Like, the growth is just so insane. I'm so happy about it. It's sunny outside today, which I'm so happy about. Just the sun being out literally just changed my mood completely. So super happy about that. Yeah, so I think we would have got stopped out the trade. So I'm happy I noticed those equal lows because I would have been annoyed at myself about that one for sure. ES has just put in another set of equal lows, so definitely going to wait. Don't think we're ready to go any higher just yet. Oh, hi, Iris. Someone came on my stream. I think it was last week. It might have been the week before. I'm not entirely sure. And they said that you'd mentioned me on your live. So I checked out your channel. You seem to be doing amazing. So happy to have you here. That's so exciting. Super exciting. So yeah, just a waiting game right now. Just being patient. We have news in less than an hour. There's no need to rush. I love using data highs and lows as draws on liquidity anyway, so I wouldn't mind just waiting until after news and then reassessing, to be honest, today. I've had an all green week so far, which like I don't think I've ever got past a 3-day winning streak before, so I don't want to like speak me losing today into existence, but it would be so cool if we could get a green day today. Obviously yesterday I did take a loss, but then I ended up in green in total as I took a win in the afternoon, because we got a 2R win, so ended up in the green yesterday, which is amazing. Even after a loss. I thought price action yesterday was quite difficult. I'm glad that I didn't trade New York AM session. I think I would have potentially taken a win just from looking at price. If we go back to yesterday, New York AM session. Oh my gosh, I've got so many drawings here. This is so confusing. Let me just delete some of these because they're not particularly useful, I don't think. So yeah, we came up. If I, where do I want to draw here? I kind of want to draw from this. No, I just don't really like any of these. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's clean. Negative 3.5 lining up there is clean. So I think if I saw this rejection, I probably would have potentially got stopped out because I probably would have taken something like this. And had like, actually no, I wouldn't have taken that just yet, I don't think. No, I don't think I would, because we didn't have the full sweep until here. So then when we swept that out, I would be like, okay, damn, like I've missed the shorts. But yeah, this is kind of clean off here. But then it not sweeping out London low and Asia low just there is crazy. Like literally touched them and left. That's so funny. The amount of people who will have got edge targeting those yesterday is hilarious. So yeah, I thought it was quite a hard session for standard deviation traders. I know the inversion fair value gap traders had a great time yesterday. Lots of people took things like this. I think I saw a lot of this, like for one-to-ones or like targeting this low, which is clean, but it's just not what I trade. So I think I would have struggled. So I'm happy that we called it a day after the little shorts that we took pre-market open. I wanted to tell you that I'm sure you will be profitable very soon. As you mentioned, then you weren't. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm seeing progress. I'm seeing progress very slowly. I think recently I've really started to like get into my stride of things. Like I was strategy hopping quite badly towards the end of last year, so I've kind of got over that and really just like sticking I've found a strategy that really suits me, and I'm just trying to stick at it and just work on consistency. So yeah, I'm seeing steady progress now, which like I was in the phase of my trading journey where you just feel like you're not seeing any progress and you feel like you're almost back at the beginning. Like you feel like you know less than when you started, that type of vibe. But thankfully I've got over that now. How often do you miss out on trades due to price not forming your entry? I honestly don't know, because I feel like if price doesn't form my entry, I don't see it as a missed trade. Because like I haven't missed anything because my entry hasn't formed, you know? Because like there will be times where like I'll watch price go to a certain spot, and I'll be like, oh, if I traded inversion fair value gaps, like I would have been able to take that. But then I also have to remember that a lot of inversion, not all, but a lot of inversion fair value gap traders trade a lot lower risk to reward than I do. So the trade frequency is just going to be less. Like that's just a sacrifice that you make if you're trading higher risk to reward models. And I'm completely fine with that because I much prefer higher risk to reward. Like it just suits me better. Like it just like makes sense for me, you know? So yeah, that's what I would say. It doesn't feel like a missed opportunity because, you know, everybody has a different model. Like everybody's model is going to show up at different times, you know? As long as I'm like catching my model, like when it presents and I'm not hesitating like I did yesterday. I missed out on a really clean win yesterday, which I'm sad about. I'm going to show you what it was because I literally like spoke about it on stream and then I just didn't take it for some reason. I literally have it marked out. So this the projection here, we had -4 line up perfectly with just above London high. So I wanted to take, so we rejected from -4 literally perfectly. And then we came up, respected OTE and broke below this low. So my entry would have been from 0.5 of this leg here. After we broke below this low, I would have taken this, my stop loss of 12.5 points and then target 50 points. So as you can see, TP would have got literally smacked in like 3 minutes. But yeah, I just lacked the conviction to take it. I think because ES hadn't taken out London high, but was so close to doing so, like that threw me off and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So yeah, I was a little annoyed, like peeved off at myself, but I'm happy I didn't let that affect the rest of my trading because I still managed to bag a win. And I feel like a lot of the time missing trades when you know that they're going to hit can really sort of mess with your psychology for the rest of the session. And I was tempted to just like come off the charts because I did feel like a bit agitated, but I managed to just like recuperate, gather my thoughts. Okay, we missed the trade, but I knew where price was going. So that's like, you know, I'll make money eventually. As long as you know where price is going, you'll make money eventually. You just have to work on your conviction, your confidence, your entry model, all those types of things. Okay, we've now swept out those equal lows, which I'm happy about. Let's make sure we've not left any. Oh my gosh, is that a low? Okay, we haven't left any further equal lows, thankfully. Just check ES. Oh my god, ES has left more. Are we being so for real? Every time it sweeps out, I'm like, right, we're ready to go now. And it's like, nope, we're not. You will be profitable. Prop firms make you a better trader by following rules. They build you up. Yeah, I honestly think prop firms are good for beginners. Like, they give you guidelines to follow. Like, I would have no idea how much I should be risking and things like that if I didn't trade with props first, you know? Hello. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm really good. I'm feeling really, like, chirpy. Is that the right word? I don't know what the word is, like bubbly and happy today. I mean, I'm usually bubbly and happy, not gonna lie. But yeah, the sun's out, so I'm just so happy. And as soon as I finish in the office today, I'm gonna go and do like a big walk and then go and have a nice sauna. And yeah, just have a really chill evening. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna still stream, but I'm gonna leave my office a little bit earlier and drive and stay with Hannah for the weekend. She's at university in a different city, so I'm gonna drive and see her, and then Xander is coming to stay as well. I don't know whether you guys all know Xander, but he's like an American trader and he works for Alpha Futures, so he's over here like filming a podcast and stuff, so he's coming to stay as well, so that should be so fun. Have you had your Starbucks? So I have had coffee, but I've not had Starbucks. I'm not the biggest fan of Starbucks, I'm not gonna lie. I love their matcha, but their iced coffee is like really, really, really mid. Like their iced coffee is, they must use like skimmed milk in it. Like it's so thin and watery and it's just like, bleh. I don't know. Yeah, Xander's coming up north. He actually came to Manchester last time he was here, which was funny. I don't have an indicator for the fib. This is me literally just drawing it out. So you can grab the tool on TradingView on the left side. If you go to the third thing down, you can get fib retracement, and then you can just set your like settings. Like if you want to copy mine, you can take a screenshot right now. You can just set your fib settings like this, and then you just draw them out manually yourself, basically. I don't have an indicator for them, but it's definitely like something that I am going to think about in the future. I've always wanted to like try and code an indicator, so maybe once I can like really master fibs, like I would definitely be interested in coding like maybe 2 or 3 like set fibs to have for the day that people could just use. Like I probably wouldn't charge for it, like I'd just have it like for free, you know, so people can just use it and see what fibs that I use every day. I don't know whether that would be useful, but I feel like it could be useful for some people. I wouldn't charge for that shit though, that's not my vibe. What is this fib? Have I just drawn that out randomly? I feel like I have. There's a built-in one called auto fib extension. Yeah, I'm sure there is already ones available, but they're probably not the fibs that I like use every day, you know? I feel like sometimes fibs can be a little discretionary, you know? I don't know. I don't know how I would do that, but maybe once I'm more confident in the strategy, it's something that I could think about for sure. I feel like it's so cool having like your own indicator. I just feel like that's really sick. Oh, you're a quant trader. That's awesome. How do you find that? Time to stand. No, thank you. Is my camera quality okay, guys? Because on the like preview, it looks kind of fuzzy. And so does TradingView. Can you guys just let me know that it's like good quality? Like rate the quality out of 10. Okay, that's interesting. These line up really nicely. Interesting. Love it when that happens. Just love fibs so much. They're honestly the best. They honestly changed my trading for the better. Make trading great again. Yes, love that. They line up perfectly. That's nice. Cam is okay. Okay, we got a 7. What can I do to improve? Is it just like the overall quality? I feel like I may get a different webcam because I want it to be a little bit more of like a wide lens, because it's very close to my face right now because I have to crop it into a square. You know what I mean? $4K is the next step. I wonder how I do that. Guys, I don't know shit about this stuff. Honestly, I literally know nothing. I don't know how I would even achieve that. That's something that I can like change. Like, I don't even know. Like my computer is definitely capable of streaming in 4K because I made sure that I built a computer that could do that for this purpose, but maybe I just don't have the settings right. But I literally don't know what I'm doing with this type of shit. Avril Lefib. I fucking love that. That is so funny. That is gonna be my new nickname, whether you guys want to call it me or not, because I love that. That's so funny. Yeah, so we put in a high there. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. I'd love for us to come down to negative 2.5 and reject out of here and sweep that high, retrace to OTE, boom, boom, boom. But we're very close to news right now, so I feel like I'm not going to get that lucky. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. I'm probably not going to get that lucky. But yeah, we have nice equal highs resting up here. As you can see. Super clean. What is this fib that I drew? Look at that, out of negative 2.5 for short. We got this fib here, negative 2.5, like to the tip. Boom. Boom. Retrace to OTE. Boom. So clean. Love that. Love shit like that. It's the best. Get the Sony A6000 if you got a good budget. How much is it? How much is it? OBS settings, output, stream settings. Okay, yeah, I'll have a mess around later on. Nice you're not a Middle Eastern crypto bot trader. YouTube is being flooded with these streams that have no live person. Really? I haven't seen that. I don't really actually watch other streams. Like, on the odd occasion, I will stream it. I will tune into, like, Tanya Trades, but it's more, like, just to see her stream format so that I can, like, she obviously has, like, she has, like, an intro that she sets up. So if she's late to stream, like, the stream still starts, but it's, like, I don't know how to explain. I really like this setup, though. This is kind of clean, guys. This is kind of clean. Projecting out of negative 2.5 here. I like this. I kind of want to take it, but we're kind of close to news. I have just been waiting for the setup, though, so I do like it. Like, I'm happy to give it a go, because it's just what I've been waiting for. You know? You know what I mean? Let me see where my... Okay. Not a fan when my 12.5 points lies outside of the OTE zone. Like, I usually want it to lie there. So maybe I'll wait and see what this does, and then we'll take an entry. I think that's probably the best idea for right now, because I don't like my stop loss lying outside of here. You know what I mean? I'm just not a fan of that. If we get above this high right now, then I would happily take something. I saw her in the brightest way. My stop loss would have been like just below this low, so we can see whether I would have got stopped out anyway, whether I made the right decision or not. Just wait right now. Oh, I did. Okay, slay. We slayed, guys. Okay, now we're coming down to negative 2.5. So this is super duper optimal. This is optimal for the optimal trade entry. I wouldn't be mad if we even came down to negative 4 and then left. Like, I can't imagine that being the low just yet. I don't know. like 500 to 600. Okay, that's interesting. Do you have a 2K resolution monitor? Honestly, I have no idea, but I am planning on buying a new monitor, so when I do, I will make sure that it has that feature again. Tanya is cool. She also uses ICT. Patrick Whelan gave her the boost in viewers a couple years ago. Yeah, I've seen Patrick Whelan. I don't particularly watch him. He's not really my vibe, but yeah, I've seen him. He's like seems too crazy for me. Like I'm like a bit mental, but I cannot be like I can deal with like mental, like chaotic, like TJR vibes type people, right? Like I can deal with them. But I would never like be friends with them, like long-term friends with people like that, because I just can't hack them. Like I'm quite a chill person and like I just couldn't deal with it. Let's see whether we get this reaction right now out of -2.5. If we don't, then I think we're going to come down to -4, so it'll be a wait till after news type vibe. What I'd want to see here is I'd want to see us react from -2.5 here and trade above this high, and then I would enter at OTE, but we're getting a little close to news for my liking, so I would prefer for us to just continue lower and then, yeah. Looks like we don't want to come down to -2.5, but we have -2.5 here and a yes, so maybe we just want to come down to there. See if you would get stopped out if you limited this right now. How do you draw the manipulation leg? So this is off the 5-minute chart. So I draw this from wick to body, from high to low, from present to past. So from this high to this low, but using wick to body. That's how I draw the manipulation one, and then the OTE fib is just like high to low, from present to future. I don't know why I have that still. Really that useful, is it? Don't just form my setup, bro, right before news. That's not what I want to see, man. Not what I want to see. Okay. ES has come down to -2.5 now, just about. I just want to leave that there to see whether limiting -2.5 here would have played out. Okay, ES has come down to -2.5. If this doesn't hold, then I think we're going to go down to -4, and ES is going to come down to this previous daily low. But NQ's already taken that out. Apologies, guys. I'm just going to put my AirPods in for 1 second and listen to. Yep, we would have got stopped out. Would have got stopped the fuck out. What's going on here? I'm gonna set a poll in just 1 moment. What is going on in my Discord? I don't know what's going on. Hey. Okay. Hello. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm done now. I'm done now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Which ICT mentorship have you seen? I've seen the 2022 mentorship, but I don't like use the model from it, to be honest. But that gave me like the basis of a lot of my knowledge and stuff. For sure. Yeah, I know we have news in 25 minutes. I'm very aware. Damn. Damn. Okay, we're trading inside of this range, which is interesting. Did you? Okay. So I'm just gonna like bring these levels out because this is a imbalanced range. So if we're gonna respect OTE of this, then I'll be bullish. But if we're gonna disrespect OTE, then I'll be bearish. Hopefully that makes sense because we have this imbalanced leg here. So yeah, this is what I'm currently looking at. I have 0.79 there as well. I'm just gonna drag these out so I know where they are. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if we like start trading below this, then I will expect us to continue kind of lower. But if we bounce off either two of these levels, then I would expect longs. But I think the smartest play here is probably to wait until news. I think that is definitely a smart idea right now. I'm gonna mark out this 5-minute OT as well. I have right here. Yeah, that's interesting. We have negative 2.5 lining up just below 0.79 of that imbalance range. That's interesting. I think we could definitely see a bounce from there if we want to come down there. But if not, I would want to see a bounce around this area, to be honest, and it kind of hold. You know when Alpha Trader is going to be available to the public? It was meant to be available to the public a little while ago. I don't know what's happening. I think they're having a few troubles with it, so I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm sure they're all working frantically on it, so you would hope soon. But yeah, platform is difficult work, so they're having some delays. Funded seat have you tried? I haven't tried it actually. I haven't. I would like to try at some point. Let me delete that. We're reacting out of negative 3.5 right now. Of the 5-minute manipulation leg. But it's a little too close to news for my liking right now. Let's see if this upwards leg wants to respect OTE or not. Good morning. Did you learn your strat just from Ivan's videos, or would you recommend his mentorship as well? Oh, I thought Funded Seat was a platform. Is that a prop firm? I don't know. I think they did reach out to me. You can learn a lot from his videos. I am in his Discord, so I can't really tell you whether you can just learn it from his videos, but he's coming out with a whole boot camp on his YouTube channel. So I think the first episode's dropping soon. He's doing it for like complete beginners though, so the first few episodes will be a little slow because he talks like how to set up TradingView and shit like that. But yeah, he's bringing that out, so maybe it's worth waiting for that. And then if you still aren't getting it, then maybe like joining his Discord, because he does like monthly or lifetime things. But yeah, I think his Discord is worth it just because you can like talk to other people who are learning at the same time, which I think is useful. You know what I mean? What's going on? Yeah. That's interesting. Interesting indeed. We're just a little too close to news, which I don't really like. I saw her in Nope. Oops. 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 What happened then? You're gonna try it? No, I'm not going to. Like, I can't really mess around with other prop firms because I'm exclusive to Alpha, so yeah. What setup do you trade? I trade with like fib deviations, fib projections, standard deviations, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Getting pretty close to news now. News in 18 minutes, so won't be taking any sort of position. We'll be waiting until after news and then kind of reassessing. I thought that may be the case today. It's unfortunate because some days when we have 8:30 news, pre-market from like 6 a.m. can play out really clean, but just not the case today, unfortunately. I'm in longs. Slay. Love that. Watching your lives reminds me of T Trades videos. Oh, I love that. I love T Trades. He's a great dude. My overall bias is bearish, but I still do think we have room to go lower. If we respect OTE of this leg, then I think we are going to go higher. But yeah, my thoughts right now are the profile for the day should be bullish. Like I think we should be coming up here. But right now, we are trading down into this imbalanced leg that we have right here, and we are bouncing off OTE. We're bouncing off 0.75 and some fib projections. So yeah, I think we could go higher from here. As long as this OTE holds, then I'd be pretty confident that this is the low now. But yeah, I'm not going to take anything until after news, and then I'll reassess. Yeah, I do trade pre-market. I just haven't taken anything yet today. I wanted to take longs around this area, but we kept putting in equal lows, which stopped me. So it actually saved me because obviously they wouldn't have played out yet. Yeah, news is in 15 minutes. Guys, I have a podcast episode coming out tonight, so if you're interested, please give it a watch. It's going to be on the Rise podcast. I'll be posting a link on my Instagram story and things like that, and in my Discord. But yeah, I talk about lots of interesting topics, like about my trading journey and about being a trading content creator. So if that's something you're interested in getting into, it might be worth a watch. But yeah, I discussed quite a lot of interesting points, so I'd really appreciate it if you guys would check that out. It's coming out tonight. How many trades a week you take? It honestly depends. I just have rules where I don't take more than 2 losses per day, and I will not take more than 3 trades per day. 3-4 trades per day max, but I often don't trade 3 times. I'll usually trade twice. Rare for me to trade more than twice unless I've got break even and want to re-enter. What is octane? You mean the alkane? Is 23,927 a key level you will look for when you go long? 23,927. No, I don't think so. That's pretty far away. Unless you mean this -4. If we come to this -4, I probably wouldn't be interested in longs from here because we would then be disrespecting OTE of this imbalanced range that we have over here. So I would then be bearish down to here probably. But I'm not really expecting that today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Fridays have a tendency to dump, but yeah, I'm not expecting that today, to be honest. Of course, gonna watch it for sure. Thank you, appreciate you. We may get a bounce out of that area because if you have an order block there and I have a -4 lining up, it's probably likely we get some sort of bounce. Especially if we come down aggressively to there, we're probably going to bounce back into some sort of bearish PDRA. But I would consider the whole higher time frame narrative as bearish if we get below this level, to be honest. Can you please show your standard deviation settings so I can screenshot it? Yeah, for sure. There you go. I don't know why I have these colors. The colors are kind of random, but I like them now. I'm just used to them. on which YouTube channel will be the pod. So it's called the Rise podcast. Let me put it in the chat for you, but I'm going to post a link on my Instagram story and in my Discord, so you can just wait for that if you do follow me over there, but if not, you can check out their YouTube channel. Okay, this looks like it's just stalling till news, so we'll wait for news. Unemployment claims sometimes does stuff, but also sometimes doesn't, so we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Limiting that negative 2.5 would have hit so nicely. Literally zero drawdown would have hit full TP, but I would just not really think to limit that one, to be honest. But that is clean. Super duper clean. Let's see what news wants to bring us. And no one let me take a trade until at least 8:32, because on a funded account, you're not allowed to open or close a position around red folder news like within 2 minutes either side. So no one let me take a trade until 8:32 a.m. Thank you, much appreciated. Let's put a poll in the chat and see what everyone's bias is for the day. Bias for the day. Bullish, bearish, neutral. Well, neutral well. There we go. Let's see what everyone's bias is for today. Got 67% bullish. I'm actually a child. 60% bullish, 50% bullish. Now equal. Good morning. Guys, I made so many cool short form videos this morning, like using CapCut templates. They're actually really good. If you want to see some of them, I'll show you right now while we're waiting for news. Here we go. So I made this one. I don't know whether you'll be able to see. That's why I have this song stuck in my head. I don't know whether you guys will be able to see that. Maybe. Oops. Can you share how do you manage your emotions when you trade? Because I don't think I shouldn't FOMO, shouldn't revenge trade are realistic for me. It's like skipping tons of stuff to reach that. Yeah, I get that. See, lots of trading psychology books will tell you like FOMO trading is bad, revenge trading is bad, going on tilt is bad. And it's like, okay, but how do I actually tackle these things? You're telling me all the science about why and da-da-da-da-da, but how do I actually tackle that? So one of the main things that I struggled with, and I still do struggle, but to less of an extreme, is FOMO. So the way that I tackled, or have at least reduced the likelihood for me to FOMO trade, is I have identified why I FOMO trade. To understand and try and reduce you acting in a certain type of way, you need to understand why that's happening. What is the root cause of this action? So, for example, are you revenge trading because you're trying to get your account P&L back to green after taking a loss? You want to understand the reason. So the reason for me FOMO trading is because I would see a trade play out. I would see a setup play out. I would know what was happening, but I wouldn't take the entry that I wanted because I lacked conviction and confidence. And this literally happened yesterday, but I didn't FOMO trade yesterday. But this exact thing happened yesterday. I lack the confidence and conviction to take the trade because I'm scared of taking a loss. I'm scared of it losing. So that's what goes through your head. It forces you to hesitate. And then I would see the trade start playing out into the direction of my target, and I would then take a late entry. Now, a late entry means that you are more likely to get stopped out and you are less likely to get break even where you should have been, because my entry is probably where my stop loss is now, you know? So a break even turns into a loss very quickly. And this is something that I struggled with so bad. And I literally had this scenario play out yesterday. I literally saw this setup. I have it written. I still have it drawn out on my chart. I called it out on stream, but I didn't take it. So I wanted price to come and take London high and then reverse. I was bearish on the day, but I wanted to see London high get swept out. I had a -4 from a fib line up exactly above London high, so I wanted to take a trade from this area. The whole setup that I wanted played out, but I didn't take it because I hesitated. My brain was telling me, no, this is why you shouldn't take it, because I'm so scared of losing. So I didn't take the trade and I watched it run the 50 points. I would have hit full TP. Instead of letting that affect my trading and me entering here, even though it would have hit, it would have been a shit trade. I wouldn't have followed my rules. I would have been annoyed at myself for taking that, whether I take profit or stop loss, you know? Instead of doing that, I waited for another setup to present. Now, if you watch a trade play out that you wanted to take but you didn't because you hesitated, you need to give yourself a set amount of time where you are not allowed to place a trade. Whether that's 5, 10, 20 minutes, whether that means you turn off your chart, you go outside and you come back, you know? You got the whole rest of the trading day to trade. Don't let FOMO cause you to take some bullshit trade that isn't your setup. So it's just a case of learning and learning and learning. And I'm not going to lie, I don't have a solution for you to just stop FOMO trading. It's something that you have to get so sick of yourself doing that you decide, okay, enough is enough. And then you start seeing a reduction in the amount of times that happens, which I'm starting to see. You know what I mean? So, and this is why trading takes people so long to master, because you have to FOMO trade that many times until you get that sick of it happening that you finally decide, okay, enough is enough. I've lost enough money. I've blown enough accounts. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to stick to my rules and see what happens. What got you interested in trading? I watched an FX Alex G video, his like day in the life of a trader, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want a Lambo. And then you realize it's not that easy. Nowhere near that easy, actually. I'm new to trading and got my 2 funded accounts for 2 months, but not even crossed the buffer till now. Break even so far. That means you're doing a great job. And this is what I failed to realize. That means you are doing an amazing job. You are break even. You are better than 90% of other traders. You have to put that into perspective. If you are new to trading and you are break even, you're not losing money, you are doing amazing. And this is why going from break even can spiral so easily into a losing streak. Because you think, oh, I'm not seeing green numbers on a screen. I'm not getting that dopamine hit from seeing, oh, a winning trade. I'm not getting that dopamine hit from seeing green numbers, big $1,000. I'm not getting that dopamine hit, and that leads to a losing streak. But you need to be kind to yourself. You need to reflect. You need to understand being break even as a new trader is better than 90% of people who are trying right now. You need to realize this shit takes time. If I'm getting break even right now, I'm doing amazing. I'm going in the right direction. As long as you are risking a consistent amount, you're showing up to the charts every day, you're journaling your charts every single day, you're journaling every trade, you're learning from your losses, you're learning from your wins, there is nothing more you can do. Time on the charts and consistency will lead to winning trades. That's it. You can't just start trading and start making money. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in the reps each day. And something that I did when I started as well was I thought, oh my gosh, like I'm not seeing results because I'm not putting enough time into the charts each day. And then something that one of my friends told me actually, which really, really like snapped me out of this, was he said, each day your brain is limited to the amount of information it can take in, right? Let's say, for example, this is not correct science, but let's say, for example, your brain each day can I don't know what the specific like biology term is, like can connect 100 more neurons in your brain each day. Let's say that that is actually correct biology. It's definitely not, but you know, I don't know anything about biology. Let's say that's the case. So your brain each day has a limit to how much information it can take in. And that is why you have to put the reps in each day. And that is why consistency always beats random bursts of motivation where you sit for 10 hours and stare at charts. Because out of those 10 hours, probably only 2 of those were useful. And for the rest of the 8 hours, you could have been resting and working on your psychology, meditating, enjoying life, right? Working on another income source so that you feel even more stable to trade and you have no financial pressure, you know? And this is what I failed to realize. Putting in 10 hours on the charts is not beneficial. And it feels like it should be, because if you're at school and you do 10 hours of maths revision, you're probably going to do pretty well in the test tomorrow. But if you do 10 hours of back testing the day before, that does not mean you're going to come onto the charts tomorrow and be a better trader. You might be 1% better, but it's not going to be enough so that you notice the next day at all. Would you want to meet Alex, FX Alex G? Yeah, I think it'd be funny to meet him, but he's not like someone who I'm like desperate to meet, I don't think. How many trades a week you take? Yeah, so I did answer this before. I haven't ignored you. I said that I take max 2 losses a day. I'll usually, like, max number of trades I take per day is like 3 or 4, but that doesn't often happen. That only tends to happen if I get break even and want to re-enter or something like that. So hashtag motivational Claudia, I know. Do you have ADHD? I don't know. I get that quite a lot, but like in school, I never struggled to concentrate or anything like that. Okay, news is in 3 seconds. Alan, could you just change the alpha futures 1 to 10%? The 20% off sale ended. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Okay, this is news. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a push. A little bit of a push now. Okay. Love it. Love it, love it. But yeah, I have no idea whether I have ADHD. I have been asked that quite a lot on stream, actually, which is interesting. But yeah, I've never, like, no one's ever thought about me as an ADHD person. Like, when I was in school and stuff, I never struggled to concentrate. Like, I loved school. I feel like it's like maybe this is a stereotype, I don't know, but I feel like people with ADHD either hated school or like struggled to take in the information. But I know there's all different types, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely high spirited. Like, I'm a very like bubbly individual, and but it's like I've worked on myself enough to get to this point. Like, I wasn't just born like a happy person. Like, through like the first few years of high school, when I was like maybe like 15, 16, 17, like I literally was the most miserable individual ever. I was so negative. But I read enough books to realize, okay, I want to make a change. And I literally made a conscious effort to stop thinking negatively, to stop speaking badly of myself, to stop doing all that. And genuinely, that is the best thing that you can do to change your life. It will change the whole trajectory of your life, is to change the way you think about yourself and change the way you speak about yourself. Like, they are so important. I am British. You look normal to me. Yeah, I'm waiting for a buy setup to present. Okay, we're at 8:32 right now. So what I would ideally want to see is want to see us reject out of the OTE zone here and push above this high, and then I would enter at OTE. That's what I want to see right here. The reason why I take more than 1 trade per day is because I have multiple funded accounts. And I don't copy trade them all at once. I prefer to have 2 funded account rotations. So I will trade the first rotation, and then if I take a loss, I will switch to the rotation. So I don't have any sort of emotional attachment to the previous loss because I'm trading new accounts. That's just what I prefer to do. There's a lot, like yesterday, I took a loss in pre-market. And then like 2 hours later, I took a win and recovered all of my losses, you know? I like to give myself a chance to either re-enter a trade, because if I just got stopped out, you know, due to probabilities, and then, you know, we bounced, I like to give myself an opportunity to re-enter or to reassess, and maybe flip my bias or just wait for a later on sell, you know? If you don't think you're neurodivergent, you're probably not. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like everybody's, I don't know. I never struggled in school. I feel like that's the only time you really need to get diagnosed for neurodivergence, is if it's like affecting things in your life, you know? And I think if it's not, there's no reason for you to even bother. Like, I'm from the UK. Damn, this does not look like it's doing what I wanted it to do. Damn. Damn. What's your opinion on Take Profit Trader recent bot banning thingy? I haven't heard about that, to be honest. I don't know anything about it. People with OCD often make good traders. It's not a guarantee, but their obsession with detail is very useful. So I think, like, this is not me self-diagnosing, I have no idea, but I think if I was going to have any sort of like neurodivergence thing, that is not the right term, but you know what I mean, it would be OCD, because I'm very particular with my morning routine. Like, if I don't do my specific routine in a specific order at a specific time, I get very stressed, and I struggle to like recover from that and like still have a good day. That's something that I've worked on a lot, because I, like, when I was like 18, if I didn't do my specific routine in the specific order, I wouldn't do anything for the whole day. Like, I couldn't hack it. Like, it would really like ruin my day. Damn, this isn't respecting OT whatsoever, actually. So maybe we haven't made the low there, but that's fine. I don't mind that. We could come down to -4 here and see a little bounce. That would be pretty cool. Guys, would you all mind if I went pee? I really need to pee right now. I don't think a setup's going to be presenting in the next like 2 minutes. Everybody says this about my mic. I mean, to be fair, it's not even angled towards me. I think I need to get a microphone arm so that I can have it like here. You know what I mean? I will get that. I know my setup is actually so bad, but I just don't know what I'm doing. Guys, let me off. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we swapped out that low. Guys, I'm just gonna go pee. Please forgive me. I'm just absolutely bursting. Oh, really knocked my microphone off. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. When by. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Okay. Interesting. I want to see us put in a high and then break above it. And if we reject from this area, I'm happy to take a stab at buys. But I want to see us either break above this high or put in a high and break above it. I don't trade gold, no. Good morning. It is a good morning. So the reason why my noise settings are like this is because my PC fans are really, really loud. So I had to put certain settings on so that you can't hear that because it sounds really awful. I either need to get new fans for my PC or something. And I also was messing around with the settings to try and not make my voice echo, because in this room my voice echoes because it's a really open space with high ceilings. So yeah, I have to fix both of those issues. So it's never going to be perfect when I have both of those issues at hand, unfortunately. Prices in a new week opening gap. Damn. Thanks, guys. I didn't even know that. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. We are. We are. Interesting. Interesting indeed. On the daily. Damn, this SMT is still holding just about. Damn. Loved you then and I loved you now, oh yeah. I like this so far. I just need to either us to put in a high or sweep out this high that we got right here. I just don't trade gold. I just have never traded gold. I don't know. I feel like I should master one set of assets before looking at anything else. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we push lower from this fair value gap. I always want my entries to line up with the 5-minute and the 15-minute, and right now just buying from here is just not lining up with that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Depends where you're buying from, honestly. Steel series sonar. Okay, I'll look at it. I'll look into it. An IFVG is an inversion fair value gap. So this fair value gap right here is an inversion fair value gap, because it's been traded through and closed below. Leave me. We have SMT here, so it could be clean for us to hold this OTE here and close and trade above this high. It would be an A+ setup because we're rejecting from -2.5 and -3 on NQ. So we'll see whether it wants to hold OTE. If not, then I think we're gonna sweep out this previous daily low we got here on ES, and then come down to this area. But we'll see. If we can get above this high right now and respect the OTE, I'd be happy to take an entry for buys, I think. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't really like the 5-minute though. Let me look at the 15-minute. I can't see it happening though. Yes, 200 viewers. Love it. You going Ibiza this summer? No. I don't really fancy Ibiza. It's not really my vibe, I don't think. Let me just have a look at the DXY right now. Interesting. Interesting. Are any of you guys going to Ibiza? I just don't think Ibiza's my thing. Not gonna lie. It's not really my vibe. I don't think. It's also so expensive for just bullshit, you know? Love you then and I love you now, oh yeah. We're at 8:44. We're getting a little close to market opening price right now. I love you then and I love you now, oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I have this unfilled 15-minute up here. SMT seems to be holding so far. So I think I would still take an entry. Just go break even pretty fast, I think. That might be the vibe for right now. Yeah, I'm looking for longs, personally. But not right now. It just feels like we're chopping. Like ES has taken that high, but I would want like some green bodies going on, you know? Yeah, we had red folder news at 8:30. Okay, I like that. If we can hold that body. Okay, that's kind of clean. I like that. Ideally, I want to see another green candle right now, really. Good shit. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. Once this closes, I'm going to try and take something like this. We have SMT. We're reacting from negative 2.5, which is my like ideal fib projection. So, yeah. This is A+. If this doesn't hit, you know, it's fine. It is literally fine. I do not mind that at all. No, I think this is good. I think this is fine. I like it. The only thing that worries me is the 5-minute, but it's not a rule of mine, so I'm gonna still roll with it. You know? So let's put that there. With my stop loss there. Let's do $200 of risk. Let's do 9 micros. Do 9 micros right now. We live in on LA. Dun, 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 dun. Oops, where did my limit go? Where's my limit? Not say sell limit. Say buy limit. I'm kind of unsure about this. I feel like I can't tell whether I'm hesitating because I'm lacking confidence or because, yeah, I just don't like this whole shebang, you know? Don't like this whole shebang. And if we were going to go lower, I feel like this is like the optimal place to do that because we have 2-3 minutes stacked and we've just tapped into it. I don't know. I'm just not too sure about it right now, to be honest with you. So, you know, if it hits, it hits. It just like is what it is. I'm just not confident with the higher time frame aligning. You know what I mean? It does look pretty nice though. I like the reaction so far. This can just be a little forward test for now. I'm not keen on that. EBH. Not too keen on that. Let me put, we can just forward test this on minis. I just want to be taking A plus setups at this point, and this to me, like, it would be A plus if the higher time frame was aligning, but now it's just not. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put this like that. Okay, I think we would have got stopped out actually. Let me see. Okay, we wouldn't yet, but we would be very close to being stopped out. Let's see. Let's see if it will hold OTE or whether I would have got stopped out. Still looks good, to be fair. Still looks good to me. I wouldn't be mad at that. Holding that 1 minute fair value gap as well is nice. I think it could play out, to be honest. I just don't want to take like E plus setups, you know? Okay, that reaction from 0.62 is so nice. But yeah, not a fan of taking something like that. I'd prefer to maybe like take the more higher time frame setup, which we'll potentially get at 9:30, but maybe see like the 5 minute close above this high and then a retracement to OT of that. I feel like that would be more optimal so that we're not trading into bearish PD arrays, you know? I would have probably gone break even at this high. Targeted points, which is right there. I'm not long. I'm not in the trade right now. I'm just forward testing. This is my setup presenting, but me just not taking because I don't like the higher time frame. Yeah, guys, please make sure to drop a like on the stream. It's completely free and it really helps me out. So yeah, I just want to reiterate to anyone who's just joined, I'm not in this trade currently. I'm just forward testing. I liked the setup in terms of like entry model, but I just don't like the lower time frame, the higher time frame right now. Yeah, if I was in this trade, I wouldn't have liked to see that. I think failing to sweep that high is not the best indication of what's going on here. ES also didn't sweep the high, but ES does look a little stronger than NQ right now, to be honest. But I feel like we may just be kind of stalling until 9:30. Guys, I'm reiterating one more time, I'm not in this trade. I'm just forward testing. I did not take this because I didn't like the higher time frame, but my entry model presented. So I want to forward test and see whether my discretion in this case was right or wrong. Whether it was right or wrong, like, I'm happy that I didn't take it, you know? Because it will either hit PP and then I've learned from this, or it will hit stop loss and I will have been correct in my discretion. How old are you, Claudia? Someone said she's 40. Bitch, I am not 40. I'm 21. 274 viewers. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to reiterate to anyone who's just joined, I'm not in the trade. I'm just forward testing this one. I didn't like the highest time frame, but my entry model presented, so I'm just forward testing for now. Have we left equal lows there? If we have, I would have been like, shit. Okay, no, we didn't. We actually left SMT. Yeah, this trade doesn't look good. I would be pretty worried, I think, if I took this. But I mean, we put in an SMT, so that is like the last line in the sand, I think, of how this would hit. But I honestly don't think it's going to hit until 9:30 anyway. I think we may just stall until then. Dun, 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 dun. Long right now. She is 45, bro. That is so horrible. I'm joking. Guys, why are you like finding it so funny that like calling me like 40 as if that's gonna like what? Okay, we still wouldn't have hit stop loss. I think we have left. No, they're actually not equal lows, which is interesting. Wow, I'd be pretty happy right about now if I was in this. I probably would have gone break even at that point, I think. After seeing that push up, I wouldn't have wanted to sit and draw down another time. So I probably would have gone break even. So let's see whether we would get stopped at break even or not. What I'm waiting for is I'm probably going to wait for 9:30 now. I think taking a trade before then would be silly. And I'm probably going to wait for a sweep of this high and a retrace to OTE on the 5-minute. I just think the 5-minute today looks a lot cleaner in terms of fibs and everything. So yeah, that is what I'm looking for. I would have got stopped out break even there, I think. I would have put my stop slightly in profit. As you trade pre-market, do you have a specific time you begin trading? So I begin looking at my charts at 6 a.m. New York time. Usually on days where we have 8:30 red folder news, like from 6 a.m. can be pretty clean, but I didn't personally find anything that I liked here. So yeah, I'm just waiting for longs now, which I think will play out in New York AM session, hopefully. We'll just have to see. I'm kind of starving. It's 1 o'clock here. I'm ready for my lunch. Have salmon, sweet potato, baby corn, and asparagus for lunch. So good. I'm so excited. So excited to eat that when I am off stream. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, sister. Time is mentor of all mentors. That is very true. That is very, very true indeed. I don't think I would have got stop break. Oh no, I would have got stop break even here, I think. Okay, I'm happy we didn't take this because that's a lot of mental turmoil to just get a break even. Okay, W. I'm happy we didn't take that. I think that was good discretion from me. ES is defo a little stronger right now in terms of bullishness. I know I can't eat on stream. It's not that I'm like bothered about eating. I just like, I don't know. I just prefer eating like in peace and watching a YouTube video, you know? Like that is just the best part of the day. Especially if I take a winning trade today. Like that is just so good. Are you trading NASDAQ or gold? I'm trading NASDAQ right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. We have so many viewers. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It really helps me out. I think we are bullish from here. So I may wait for an OTE retrace on the 5 minute. I would like us to invert this gap though. Not that I use inversion fair value gaps in my model, but it just like, I don't like buying into this large gap. You know what I mean? And we have a 15 minute right now as well. But yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Oh. Are you profitable? I'm not. Do you like Indian food? I do. I love Indian food. Indian food slaps. Why are you not trading Alex G strategy? I hate to break it to you, but that guy is definitely not profitable. How is your room right now? What do you mean, how is my room? What do you mean by that? Good morning. I have a British accent. I've been trading for like about a year. Have you preferred market open being 1:30 p.m. in the UK for the past few weeks? Yeah, I have preferred it a lot. So it just means that I'm like finished for the day a lot sooner, because a lot of my like tasks after I finish trading is me like editing videos of me trading, me creating trading content based on the trading day. So it means that I finish an hour earlier because I've traded an hour earlier, you know? Oh, it was leaking. Yeah, I mean, it's fine now. You can't even tell that it was leaking, but I feel like I should reach out to them. Because imagine if my PC was like in front of the window and we just have water dripping onto the PC. It would not be ideal at all. Damn, this actually looks clean, but yeah, I'm not taking this before market open. Good morning from Brazil. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it is a shame it's back to 2:30. It's kind of sad, but I'm also excited for the clocks to go forward in the UK because it just means we have longer days, which I'm so looking forward to. I'm so sick of cold, dark, gloomy days. I have quite a few holidays lined up that I'm so excited for. I just cannot wait. Are you streaming? Girl, how do you think that I'm flipping on YouTube live if I'm not streaming? I'm so confused. That's so funny that someone has actually just asked, are you streaming? Guys, let's keep it professional in the chat, please. I'm not here to flipping. This isn't Tinder. Mm-hmm. Are you AI? Yeah, I'm AI. Yeah, so UK time moves forward 1 hour, but ours is like 3 weeks later than yours. So there's a gap where New York AM session is an hour earlier for us than it usually is. We are burning here in Saudi. What do you mean you're burning? I'm trying to teach my daughter. She's 5. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. She'll be better than me in no time. Are you alive? No, I'm not alive. I'm literally not real. I'm literally ChatGPT. I am ChatGPT. Have you managed to get a payout yet? No, I haven't. I'm very close. I'm very close. Do you want to know something which is actually really sad? So I would have been able to take a payout on one of my funded accounts, but I was accidentally trading a different funded account when I thought I was trading that one. So like I would be legible for a payout because I took a fat win on the wrong flipping account. So sad. Like I'm trying so hard not to crash out about that and to just maintain composure. Claudia is concept. That's so funny. That is actually so funny. It's not 9 a.m. for me. I just have my chart settings in New York time. Yes, I am AI. I am not a real human being. I have no real emotion and I have no original thought. I think I'd be quite a good like AI actor in a movie. You know what I mean? Oh, you meant burning as in weather, not actual burning. Okay, thank goodness for that. I was like, I thought you were gonna drop some like crazy law. Okay, I wish the weather was burning here. I'm so old. Well, actually invalidate that position for you. Okay, so where I wanted to take an entry here was off this OTE, like from this low to this high, okay? So I would have taken my entry at 0.5. I have 12.5 handle stop. So like technically I wouldn't have been stopped out yet. I would have been stopped out break even. And I wanted to target like these highs up here. So the reason why that invalidated for me is if we look at the 5-minute time frame, we are literally just trading up into a 5-minute bearish fair value gap. Now, obviously, this fair value gap could get inversed, right? But it's just a low probability setup when you don't have the higher time frame aligning with your lower time frame entry model. Like, yes, an entry model can present, but that doesn't mean that I should be taking it if the higher time frame is not aligning. We also look at the 3-minute as well. Where I wanted to take an entry, we literally wicked up into this higher fair value gap that we've got and then rejected down. So the rejection down is where I'm taking an entry, but we could just simply be rejecting from a bearish PD array. So this is where you have to be careful. Yes, technically I wouldn't have got stopped out, but this is like a high resistance trade that I don't want to be a part of. I'm waiting for A+ setups only, you know? Like, I don't want to be in this much drawdown. This should literally just tap 0.5, 0.62 at the furthest and just reject. So that's why I didn't take it, and I'm happy that I didn't. It wasn't an ideal setup. Yes, I wouldn't have got stopped out, but, you know, I would have been up from drawdown, back to drawdown, up from drawdown, out of drawdown, back to drawdown. Like, it's just not the type of setup that I want to take. I want to wait, especially when we're pre-9:30. If an A+ setup is not presenting, there's no way I'm taking anything after 9 a.m. Are you on X/Twitter? I am. My Twitter is Claudia Trades. What you struggle with the most with trading? I I think I struggle the most with not FOMOing into trades and just having the conviction to take things sometimes. Sometimes I'll see an A+ setup present and I'll hesitate and then it's already gone without me. Jump, please. Right. Let's just chill the fuck out, please. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today, or any day, actually. No, I don't use trend lines. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Guys, I'm actually starving. New York Open just needs to come. We need to just hit a banger 25-hour trade. And then, yeah, that's it. Go and eat my salmon. Boom. Is TGR profitable? Honestly, I have no idea. No idea about that, dude. I followed on X. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Leave this like a little brighter. There we go. Is that any better? Let me look at OBS. Yeah, I think that's a little better. I saw her in. Yeah, I'm AI. Is that your hair natural? No, my hair is naturally like this color, like the top of my roots, like here. That's my natural color, but I have bleached it. But I've not bleached it in a while, to be fair. I kind of want it chopped up before summer, and then I'll probably leave it for the whole of summer. My hair goes like lighter in the sun anyway. Guys, I just want to let you know while we're just chilling, waiting. Tomorrow I'll be doing a giveaway on stream. I'll be giving away a 50k standard alpha futures evaluation. So if you want to tune in and join the giveaway, it's free to enter. I'll be releasing the instructions during the live stream, so there's nothing you need to do right now. But to save yourself some time on the stream, make sure you're following me on Instagram, as this will be part of the entry process. And if you want to claim extra entries, if you do decide to use my discount code, any of the options on screen, so we've got Trade Syncer, FX Replay, Alpha Futures, TradeZella. If you do use my discount code at checkout on any of these options, you will gain extra entries into the giveaway. All you have to do is just DM me and let me know. Why did you choose this trading thing? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I just saw it. I just saw it on like social media and I was like, this looks cool. I want to give it a go. I don't want to work a 9-to-5 forever. I want to work on my own time. Like, trading is the dream. Trading is anyone's dream. It's just whether you have like the discipline to make it work, I feel. Like, why would you not want to be a trader? Work for an hour a day. Like, so sick. What's the song you were humming? I honestly have no idea. I feel like my subconscious mind just like hums songs and I don't even know what I'm like humming. I have no idea. Tell me when I next do it and I'll try and figure it out. I was humming Sailor Song before, I think. Okay, we got 15 minutes till market open, so there's no way we're taking anything right now. We've got 2 minutes till this 15-minute candle closes, so that's great. Happy to invert this, because then we've got like this as a target. And then what I'm kind of looking for is I'm looking for this 5-minute candle to close above this high, and then we retrace to OTE at market open. That's what I'm looking for right now. Okay, bang. Would you look at that? Damn. This is like such a great setup. Love it. Wait, is that high? Oh, damn, we did actually retrace to OTE. Just there. Damn. Damn. Did we on ES? Yep, we did. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. We did for that leg. Okay. Maybe it's not necessary then. Do. Yeah, I'm the first one in my family to start trading. No one else in my family knows anything about it, as far as I'm aware. I wanted it to take out this high, to be honest. Would have been very ideal. Only traders on social media say they make a living from trading 1 hour a day. I don't think that's true. You don't need to look at charts all day. In fact, I think looking at charts all day actually reduces your chance of profitability, because you're more likely to just take setups that aren't there. Do you know Steven? Steven who? Do you show when you get on trades? Yeah, I just like show my screen. I show everything that's going on. Oh, this is clean. This is clean as. I would have nearly hit full TP if I'd taken that, but I would have got stopped out break even, I think. 15 min have no wick candle. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't appreciate it if we came all the way down to there, though, to be honest. I'd like to see some sort of like leg line up with this 15-minute gap that we look like we're going to create right now. I think that could be clean for us. See the 1 hour. The 4 hour. Yeah, and by 10 a.m. we're going to have an unfilled 4 hour above us. Let's see as well where 4 p.m. is from yesterday. Yeah, 4 p.m. is over here, so we're going to have an opening range gap above us as well. So yeah, very bullish going into the session. Everything's kind of lining up for buys. It's just whether an entry presents. That's a whole other equation. I'm in the longs at 500 floating. Should I close before market open? That's completely up to you. I'd recommend at least taking a decent partial before market open and definitely having your stop trailed into profit, because it's so easy to get wicked out of market open. Okay, we're wicking into that 15-minute bearish gap now. So we can see what this candle wants to do. See whether we get that a little reaction. You've spent 1 hour today and done nothing. Yeah, because I haven't seen a setup, bruh. We're kind of like building up plenty of low resistance sell side right now. So what I'd want to see at market open is us to like kind of wick some of this out and then get a rejection. I think that would be really clean. Especially if we can get some sort of like small fib from the top lining up down here. I think that could be pretty optimal for us. We've got a 15-minute gap. Looks like it's going to be made. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of waiting for to see. I do think buys could play out. Yeah, waiting for some sort of pullback, which I could see happening because we're inside of a 15-minute bearish gap right now. We look like we're creating a bullish one. So, yes. Got 10 minutes till market open right now. I think I would have hit full TP on that trade that I drew out before. No, I don't trade gold or Bitcoin, to be honest. I want to add some music onto this stream. I keep meaning to do that. New OTEs online. That's pretty nice. That's very nice. Okay, interesting. No, I'm not going to trade gold or Bitcoin. I don't ever trade any of those. Guys, I've just got some advanced accounts. I've just got some Alpha Futures advanced accounts that I won the other day. I should have a few. So excited. Let me just look. Yeah. How many did I get? 2. I think I got 2. Damn. Let's go. I got 250k advanced accounts. I want to try and add those to my trade income right now. Let me just do that. That's awesome. That is awesome, awesome. Let me just delete my Alpha Futures connection and then add it again. And 2 fresh evals. Let's go. That is that. And then advance. Boom. That's that. I think. Yes. And that. Okay. Sorry guys, don't mind me. I'm just messing around with my copy trader right now because I got some new accounts, so you have to like basically delete everything and start again. And then that's that. And I need one of these advanced. And yeah, awesome. Now I'm just going to do the ratio. 50k advance, you need 4k to pass. So how much would I want to risk on that? I'm just trying to figure out ratios. Usually I risk 250 on here. So I'd probably want to risk 4k to pass. You have a consistency rule. You want to do that in one trade. I'll probably just do 2, to be honest. Just do 2 ratio on the evals. So that is advanced evaluation. Let's just change that to 2. Dot 1. Do 3 for that one. Cool. And the rest is all sorted. I need to change. Gosh, copy traders are actually like a whole new world for me. They really are. Like a whole new ball game of stuff to get correct. Okay, market open in 4 minutes. I've still got time to mess around, thankfully. Did I do MES? Nope, I did not. Okay. Leo. Okay, cool. Sorted. Oh, I need to do that for M and Q as well. 2, 3. Okay, we're done. I'm sorted. Thankfully. The chat. Sorry about that, everybody. Boom. Sorted. Yeah, I do. Trump speaks at 10 EST. Really? I didn't see that. Where have you got that information from? Let's check my news feed. I don't see that anywhere. I don't know where you've got that from. But it's not a red folder, so I just tend to not worry if it's not on there. To be honest. Any trades today? Nothing yet. I'm waiting for a long setup. Okay, we got 1 minute till market open. So, oh, I did not mean to type the 5 in the chat. I was meant to change to the 5-minute chart. Okay, I'm gonna just get rid of. I mean, I'll leave them there. Actually, they're not really doing any harm, I guess. This one doesn't need to be there though. It's an orange folder. I'm not really bothered then. Hey, okay, market's opening. I want to see us drop down to around this area and then reject out of. That's what I'm looking for. If we just pump up, then I'll be a little bit like, fuck. Trump speaks at 4 p.m. Let me look right now. Let me just change my filter to orange as well. Yeah, he speaks at 4 p.m. Okay, I don't care if he speaks at 4 p.m. I'm not going to be on my charts then. Okay, negative 2.5 hit. This is what I wanted to see for sure. I want us to hold this leg though, if possible. ES is definitely a lot stronger. I might be trading micro ES today. Might be the move. ES is so much stronger. Definitely going to be trading ES. For sure. So who went the rightest way? I don't actually know the lyrics. If I did, I would carry on singing for everybody. But I don't. Okay, let's see if we can hold that rejection from 0.5 on ES. That would be lovely jubbly. We just left equal lows there. Are we being so for real? They're not equal, but they are relatively. They're relatively equal lows that I don't want to stay there. So yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Let's sweep those out, please. Let's sweep those out, please. I don't want those to be there. We leave relative equal lows here. Kinda. Yeah, ideal if those get swept out, to be honest. Very ideal. Damn. I like that rejection from 0.5 though. I'm from negative 3.25 on NQ. Gotta stick to my rules though. I don't take a trade. If ES is left, if NQ is left relative equal lows, bang. Okay. Good shit. I'm happy now. Now I'm gonna look for a setup. See if negative 1 on ES wants to hold. Negative 2 on NQ. Let's see if that wants to hold. That would be nice if it did. We get a trade above this high, retrace to OTE, boom, A plus setup, boom, 25 million R trade, boom, generational wealth, boom. Defo. Come on, I want this to hold now. I really don't want us to invert that 15-minute gap. I want this to be a huge ass wick. The 5-minute. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I want to see it push up now. That 15-minute holds bearish. I'm gonna be like, eek. That's my ideas out the window. -2 on NQ's holding pretty nicely so far. We'll see if that continues. I don't think we have any equal lows. Let's check. I should definitely get an indicator. I feel like that would help me out a lot. Not going to lie. Let's push up now. Want to see some green candles. Want to see some nice displacement. That is what I want to see right now. Even if NQ takes out this high before ES does, I still want to take an entry on ES because ES's overall structure is a lot more bullish. So it's definitely the correct asset to take buys on right now. Come on, push up, push up, push up. I want to take an entry that I have been waiting for very patiently for like 2 hours now. I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one. Okay, it looks like we're gonna create a high here potentially, so I would be happy to take an entry off that high. We leave that high in there and then get price pushing above and a retrace to OTE for sure. Just really want to see a push up right about now so that we hold this 15-minute gap. Looks like it could happen though. I think if we get that setup that I want, then it's gonna hold. So we should be in the clear. The pee again. Oh my gosh, my bladder is awful. My bladder. Okay, it looks like we've left flipping equal lows. Okay, never mind, not taking that. Damn. I wanted to take this OTE here, but I'm not doing that when we have equal. Not doing that. We will just have to be patient. And if we miss the setup, well, then it is what it is. I'm not breaking my rules today. I'm not breaking my rules today or ever again. For a matter of fact. Watch this space. Watch this space. Come on, let's sweep out those equal lows and then let's go. Not gonna be good if we invert this 15-minute gap. I'm gonna be like, damn, what's going on here? These are relatively cool lows here, like I've only just clocked them. Only just clocked them. I'm gonna lie. Kind of tempted to flip bias here. See how the 15-minute candle plays out, honestly, but those equal lows on ES are nice, and if we're not holding OTE, then it's telling me we're gonna go there, you know? Either I try and catch shorts down to there, which just isn't optimal, or I wait for this to be swept out and then try and catch the longs, because I think that that could happen, honestly. We'll see. We'll see. Interesting. What I would like to see, actually, thinking about it, is us sweep this out, and then at 10 a.m. we are gonna want to come up into this unfilled gap. So yeah, sweeping this out and then coming up, I think that could be really, really optimal for buys here. I think I prefer that as a setup, and it looks like we're gonna do that anyway. So yeah, but I want to wait for this 15-minute candle closure. We're still respecting OTE on ES. We've put in some SMT now. So if this can hold and we hold that 15-minute bullish gap, then I'll stay bullish. But I think if we invert that, then I'm going to flip my bias to bearish. Sticking with my original trade idea unless I'm told otherwise. And if we invert the 15-minute gap, then I'm being told otherwise. Stop. I'm ready yet. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's wait and see this 15-minute. Not looking good. I like this push-up. A nice little push-up. I like it. I still have faith. Kinda. I mean, we have equal highs here, so there's no way I would take shorts. I would always wait for the buy setup here, but it's just when that's going to present. We also have equal highs up here, I'm fairly sure. Yeah. On NQ, anyway. Oh. This looks kind of choppy so far, though. If you took that inversion per value gap, you would have got absolutely bombed. I really want us to hold that gap on NQ, because then this would be really nice. We put in SMT and hold a bullish gap. That would be super optimal. Okay, we've swept out this high, which is nice. I really don't want it to retrace to OTE before I can see how the 15-minute candle is playing out. Ideally. But this looks really nice on ES, I'm not gonna lie. This looks really, really clean. I'm gonna mark out the 15-minute gap on ES, which is right there. Let me just draw out where our OTE would be down here. Okay, I want us to hold this and then retrace to OTE. If we retrace to OTE before that 15-minute candle closes, then I'm not really interested, because that means if we're retracing below the 15-minute bullish gap, then we're going to invert it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for sure. This is pumping. It's pumping. This is nice though. This is what I wanted to see. This is playing out really nice. Looks like NQ is going to respect that gap now too, which is awesome. Okay, we got 1 minute. I want to grab Emia up on here. I do really like this for a entry. Looks clean. We have lots of buy-side above us to target. Come on, stop pumping. I don't want us to have too big of a stop loss, you know? Yeah, this looks really nice. I like this. I like this a lot. Don't pump too much. God damn. This is pumping a lot. So yeah, okay. So we respected that 15-minute gap with such a nice wick. So I really do like that. I don't like this imbalanced leg that we're leaving right here, because it means a very large stop loss. So I will just wait for a little bit. We got London high right there, Asia high. I really can see us being super bullish, so yeah. I'm happy to wait for a retrace to OTE of this full leg and then take some sort of continuation off. That's what I'm going to look for here, because this is a very large range. Like, I don't want that big of a stop loss, really. So yeah, hopefully we can like leave in a little high right now. Would be nice. I don't think that was news. What is this? No. We just pump in for real. Good morning. Damn, we still pumping without retracing whatsoever. Great. I love that. Love that. Oh. When this 5-minute closes is when we're probably going to retrace it. I wouldn't just take anything off OTE here. I'd want to see some more confluence because we have pumped a lot. So yeah, I still think we're coming to London high though, for sure. Rubbish. Risk to reward. I'm gonna see whether I can get my copy trader up on the screen for you guys. Add capture here. That rotation 1. Yep. Do that. That and that. There we go. That down in the corner. There we go. I've waited patiently for this setup, so, you know. I know, a lot of accounts today. I have some evals on there as well. Cold, it's so cold in here. So cold. I'm just gonna go pee, guys. I'll be back. My setup's not gonna present within the next 2 minutes anyway. No, I don't think so. I think it benefits prop firms, like copy traders benefit prop firms in a way. It means people want to buy more accounts in one go. Come on. Minute. So we're gonna create a 15-minute gap as well. 4-hour. We've not yet tapped into the. Looks like we're gonna create another 4-hour bearish gap, so I need to be careful about that. CBH. CBH. There's not any on ES though. We'll have these equal lows though. Interesting. We could either target the 4-hour SIBI or see if we want to reverse from there. I got a few trade ideas in mind at 10 a.m. I think at least one of them will want to present, hopefully. Okay, I'd honestly prefer if they didn't leave that. No. If they don't leave that, then I'm very bullish, but if they leave that, then I would be tempted to be bearish because of these equal lows we have. But there's no 4-hour gap on ES. ES is getting very close to London High right now. Five minutes until the 10 a.m. candle opens. That gonna be the high before retracing to OTE? I hope so. Because negative 2.5 lines up perfectly with 0.5. That would be unreal. If this could be the high right now. I would love that. I would love it. Rejecting off -4 of this 15-second range, so it would make sense. Let's see if it wants to hold. If so, I would probably take something at 0.5 of this range, seeing that we have this lining up. Especially because we're potentially leaving a 4-hour gap above and London High. I think this would be optimal for sure. I'll be doing my stop loss there as I expect that to be a breakaway gap. And then do something like that, I think. We do that. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense for sure. Okay, let's see if we can hold this high. It would be really clean if we could. No, go down, go down. Go down, please go down, please go down. Yes, this is perfect. We have 0.5 lining up with a 15-minute gap as well. I really want that to be the high now. This is super A+ if we can hold that and retrace down to 0.5 right now. Super duper. Super duper. Yes, I love. I'm gonna set my limits right now on ES. I'm taking this on ES as we are stronger on ES right now. Okay, I want to risk about 250. No, we'll do. Yeah, we'll do 255. That is perfect. Yes, this is A+. If this is this, oh my gosh, can't speak. if this doesn't hit, I am completely happy with that because this is A+. I just hope that we will retrace to 0.5 on ES as it is a lot stronger than NQ right now. But yeah, if we break above this high though, my limits are being deleted for sure. This is super optimal. Super duper optimal. Putting 6 micros on here. Yeah, I love this. Prefers not to trade to my limits before 10 a.m. But we might. We might. Okay, we've hit 0.5 on NQ, but not ES. But, which is kind of sad. But I think we may want to trade to that gap, so I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it and hope and pray. Ten a.m. is incoming. If we trade up into the 4-hour gap before hitting my limits, then I will delete them. This is kind of sad. It doesn't look like it's gonna come back down before hitting the 4-hour. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I don't think that's hitting. That would not make sense to come back here, to be honest. Especially if we're bullish. Would I want to wick like that? No, I wouldn't. I would not at all. No. No, 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 no. I don't think we're coming back down to there. We rejected off 0.5. We broke above the high. There's no reason for us to. No, I don't think. Rejected out that 5-minute. I'd be happy to take something like that. Potentially. As long as we don't tap into the 4-hour gap, I'm happy. But if we do, then I'm like, no thank you. Oh, where do my limits go? There we go. Plus, we can do one more. Okay, if we tap into that 4-hour before hitting my limits again, I'll delete them. There's no way I'm buying on a rejection from a 4-hour bearish gap. That would just be very silly. Please don't, please don't, please don't. Please come 2.5. Please come 2.5. Please come 2.5. Please come 2.5. I'm gonna do slightly tighter stop here, I think. I'll just leave it. I'll leave it, I guess. We might get lucky here, but we also might not. Yeah, this is fine. I'm happy with this. We haven't tapped into the 4 hour yet, and I think we want to go there. This range is holding from 0.5. We broke above a high, retraced to OTE. London high in close proximity. Let's see if we can get our limits filled. Or tapping that 4 hour. Don't do it. Don't do it. If we hit the 4 hour before my limits, I think I'm going to call it a day, because after that, I just don't know. Like, I was bullish on the day, but I wouldn't want to be bullish inside of a 4 hour gap. You know what I mean? Like, makes zero sense. So I would call it a day, I think. Okay, this is A+. So this doesn't hit, I'm happy. It just is what it is, I think. Like, we could get filled here. Potentially. So close. So close. NQ has not hit 0.5 either, so I still feel like we will. Come on, just a little more. Just a little more. Okay, we're filled. Let's see. Let's see whether this is gonna hit or not. Wow, why does NQ look more bullish right now when ES was more bullish the whole time? I'm just gonna like get ready with market orders here. I'm gonna sell 3 contracts as soon as NQ taps that 4. I honestly don't think the 4 hour will hold, but I'm gonna like take a partial when that happens. But yeah. Okay. As soon as NQ or ES takes this high, I'm gonna go break even. Very nice rejection from 0.62 there. Okay, going break even. As soon as we tap that, okay, selling 3 contracts. Need to change this to 5. My sell stop at break even. Sell 5. There we go. Done that. I'm gonna take off 2 more at London High. Let's take 3 off at London High. Don't reverse on me now, dude. So close. So close. So close. Don't do this. Don't do this to me. Glad I took that partial there. I think that was a smart decision. This 1 minute gap needs to hold, otherwise we're cooked. Otherwise we are cooked. I'm gonna just turn this off because it's kind of annoying. There you go. Come on, let's hit our sell limit. Come on, London High. There's no way we come that close to London High and don't sweep it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Just do this. It's only 5 micros. It's not going to have too much slippage. I wouldn't have thought. Give it plenty of space. Bro. Oh my god. Holy wig, bro. Okay, damn. Damn. Break even. Happy I took a small partial there. Otherwise, that would have been super sad. Definitely a smart decision to do that. We are up like $100 in my funded account. Not amazing, but it's better than nothing. Better than nothing on the day, you know? I don't think I'm going to take a re-entry for that just because of the 4-hour gap situation. I don't feel the need to. I think that is me done for the day. Yeah, unfortunate. We still got a small little win. It is what it is. Yeah. Why can you guys not see my trade sinker? Oh no, you can see my trade sinker. There you go. You guys can see how much I made across the accounts. Just a small win. Nothing crazy. I really thought we were going to come to London High there, but we didn't. W risk management though. Sad that it didn't hit because we did wait so freaking long for that trade, but it is what it is. Yes, I am going. Do you read the chat? I do read the chat, but not like when I'm in a trade. I wouldn't have thought ES will leave London High like that. I really wouldn't, but we may just bounce off that 4-hour gap a little bit and then trade up to it. But yeah, I'm not trying to take buys off a bounce from a 4-hour bearish gap. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We waited super patiently for the trade, so I think we deserved a win, but unfortunately that's not how trading works. So yeah, I'm gonna leave the stream there, guys, because I am so hungry. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm super. Oh my gosh, my watch is talking to me. I am really happy with my trading today. Although sometimes the days where you make the least money is where you are proudest of yourself. Because today I waited super patiently for the setup, took the setup, W trade management, didn't panic. All very calm and great. So yeah, super happy with today. Hopefully I'll see you guys on tomorrow's stream. I'm going to be streaming at the exact same time tomorrow. We're going to be giving away an account to somebody. So make sure to be there for that. I appreciate you guys so much for being here and supporting the streams. If you are new here, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you can be notified when I'm next going live. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.